Hello and welcome to Gothic Reviews. Today we're going to show you how to make your own gemstone headband.
He's all, I'm a guy, so I don't give a shit. I would not recommend guys wear these, haha. But I guess if a guy wants to watch and make his girlfriend one as a special present that saves money, that would be like cute. Let's see. First, I am going to show you one that's already made. It's really simple to make. I'm not going to sit here and do all the simple stuff, just show you the important stuff because it will be boring watching me like string beads for like 20 minutes or whatever, how long it takes. So, I'm going to give you a link to Fire Mountain Gems on here just because they have wholesale prices and about everything you could think of, but if you get your stuff elsewhere, that's cool too. I like to shop in person and whatnot at certain places. This is black jasper. I've already sold this one, so it's just an example of a pre-made one, and the one I'm about to show you when I tie it off is the first one I got to make for me. So well, I saw a lot of these and couldn't find a design that I wanted to actually make for me. But, you know, black is good. It goes with everything, and it's gemstone. So it's a way to make a simple hairstyle, and you look fancy and elegant when all you do is just stick this thing on your head. It's neat because it's stretchy, so it goes all around your head. The whole thing is jasper, and then it goes all the way around. You can kind of put it up here like a circlet. And you can
like
see,
a garland of flowers.
except they're not flowers, but you can get beads that are if you have the desire to wear them. There are all kinds of Gothic designs. You could get skull beads. You can get a little, like, let's say you wanted to put a black bat pendant or a silver bat pendant to dangle down on your forehead. You would just get a small bat charm pendant. And while you're stringing the beads for the headband, you would just, you know, put it in the middle and then it would hang like it would dangle here. If you guys want and you request it, I can make one and show you how to do the dangle, but it's not that hard. I mean, if you know how to string beads, you know how to stick a pendant in the middle. So I would make a small one, or it would look weird to have like a, you know, bat pendant this size dangling on your forehead, plus uncomfortable. So, you know, I would just look for a little bat charm if you wanted the centerpiece, or a skull charm, or, you know, a spider charm, whatever you're into. There are also beads, obviously, of bat skulls, spiders, if you wanted to have a theme. What's neat about making your own stuff is that you can, you know, design it to look any way you want. If you don't find the headband online that you would like, you design your own, which is why I started making stuff. I wasn't finding stuff that I wanted online back as a teenager, and I also wasn't finding the prices I would want. I'd be like, they want $85 for this? All it is, you know, some beads strung on something, like, really? And then I would order the stuff for, you know, $10 or less and make it, and then it would be, you know, a lot cheaper, plus my way. I could design it with what I wanted and my color scheme and pattern and whatnot. Anyway, and you can also put it like this, where your hair is covering the back of it, where it's like, you know, the way a headband would go, instead of just a garland, and then it comes around to the front. And it looks different, obviously, if you don't have bangs. But I got my hair to work with, so you guys can use your imaginations for your hair without bangs. And you want to make sure it fits, because if it doesn't, it will show like elastic through the headband, and you don't really want that. So I will show you how to do that. That's the next stage, because I have my own headband that I have strung. It's just I haven't tied it yet, because I'm going to show you how to know that it fits. What I use to string my stones on for headbands is stretch cord. Is that called power cord?
Yeah.
From Fire Mountain Gems, but you can get it at Walmart or whatever they might call it. Stretch Magic, they might call it different things. I suggest using 0.1. It comes on a spool like this, and it's just like clear elastic, and it stretches. Bing, bing, bing. But don't sit there and play with it, because that's a quick way to break your stuff. I mean, it's not a toy, it's jewelry or a headband or whatever, and treat it as such. If you stretch it gently and not like playing with it, it will last a very long time.
And don't swallow it either. It's bad for children.
Don't eat it. Not even gremlins should eat it after midnight or any other time. But this is how it looks, and you can get big rolls that are like twice as thick or this size from Fire Mountain. They sell it other places, but I think this is a good deal, and like Walmart has similar stuff. And I use 1 mil cord. It's the thickest. because a lot of beads have holes that are big enough, and you might as well use the thickest and strongest that you can for your, you know, because you're going to wear it a lot. But if you can't, if you're, I have 0.1, and then what I just showed you is 0.8. I have 1 mil and then 0.8. I didn't mean to say 0.1. The 1 mil is the thickest. The 0.8 is right under the thickest. I never saw a 9. I don't know why they have 7, 6, 5. I don't know. I've never seen a 0.9. I've seen 0.8 and 1 mil. So this is 0.8, and what I use this for, even though I prefer 1 mil because it's the thickest and the toughest, is that if you have beads that are, the holes are just a little bit too small to go on the 1 mil, the 0.8 is the next thickest right under it, and they'll usually work on 0.8. And my opinion is if it won't work on 0.8, screw it. Don't make it stretchy, because unless they're light, thin plastic, it might be okay. But I had some garnet beads, and garnets are one of the heavier gemstones. I had garnet beads on 0.7 once because I wanted a stretchy garnet bracelet, and the holes were so small I couldn't get it on another stretch elastic. So I put it on 0.7 and they broke and my garnets went everywhere, and we salvaged them, but it's just the point of, if you don't want your stuff breaking and your stones going everywhere, don't put a heavy stone on a thin elastic. And I didn't really want to at the time. I should have listened to myself, because I was like, I don't really like that, but I don't have a choice if I want to do this. So I just restrung the garnets on tiger tail, and I put a very strong magnetic clasp on it. Not a barrel clasp. I don't like those. They're annoying because then half of them are still kind of weak and the magnetic sticks to everything. But that can be another discussion for another day. There are other magnetic clasps that I like better. But anyway, back to the headband. Just that the whole discussion was why you should use the thickest cord possible. So 1 or 0.8 is what I highly recommend, so it does not break if you want stretch. And the stretch is just light and comfortable, and you know, I just like it. But what I did for mine, I wanted some sparkle. I don't do the pink and stuff, but this is black and red. These are Swarovski crystal. I like gemstones, but if I just want looks and, you know, not stone energy up on my head, I use Swarovski because they're pretty and sparkly, and you know, you can still do the darker kind of sparkle with the red and black, and I like red and black together. So I did like 2 black, red, 2 black, red, and then these bigger black ones at 3 level intervals of the others. So that's how it looks. And obviously you just string them on the cord. This is about what's going to go on my head. Yeah, everybody's head's different, so you can't say how many inches, and you can't say how many beads, because like these beads are smaller than the beads of jasper on this sold headband. As you can see, these beads are longer. So, you know, each bead is going to be a different shape that you're going to pick. So what I usually have to do is I have to turn around so you can see what I'm doing from behind. Cameraman gets to have fun with this. Woo. Today, you're cameraman.
Yes.
I just kind of have to put it around my... Wow, now it's cutting on my glasses. I have to put it around my head to see if it's going to fit. And I already made this, so I know it's going to fit. But if it were too short, let's say if it stopped like right here, obviously, like where my hands are here, it'd be like, oh, okay, it's not going to fit. Let's put some more beads on. So, you know, you just keep putting beads on, and you keep checking, and you want to make it like it's going to be super tight when you do it. So you want to pull it tight. So, and put it around your head the way it's going to be. And then if it's too big and like falling down, then you want to take a couple beads off. And if it's fitting, then that's cool. And that's obviously how you discover if it's going to work or not. It's a trial and error. You know, if it's a little bit too loose, then you take a few beads off. If it's too tight, then you, if it's showing elastic, it's not going to really be too tight because it stretches, but if your hands aren't coming together when you try to wrap it all the way around your head, obviously, it needs more beads. Or if it's just pulling the elastic where you can see elastic through the beads, then obviously you can get it around your head because it stretches, but you will need more beads. Now I'm tying the knot. I tie several and pull it tight. That's 2, 3, just because I'm paranoid and don't want it to come unraveled. And once you tie this, it will not come undone, which is good, but if you change your mind and decide, oh damn, it's too loose or too thick, you wasted elastic and you have to redo it, and that's just the pitfall of the trade, but it's still cheaper than buying your own. Especially because Swarovski crystal is expensive. It's one of the, you know, highest quality lead crystal. So it is more expensive, and I would have to charge enough for this headband, and I try to be very reasonably priced, but I have to make mine in my effort and what I had to pay for the beads. So, That's the deal with that. But it's definitely cheaper to just buy your own, which is what I did. I mean, to buy your own, to make your own, which is what I did. I'm trying to pay attention to this knot and talk at the same time, which didn't work out.
Hey, the pattern was pretty.
Yes, it is pretty. And you know, I did it myself, and I saved a lot of money, and that feels good to go, damn, I would have charged enough for this, but I just paid like, let's say $6 for the beads, and I already had the stretch magic, so now I get a nice sparkly fancy headband, and all I have to do is put it across my hair, and I have a nice hairstyle. And I probably tied it like 7 times or at least, but you know, you don't really see the knot, it's clear, and I'm about to cut it. So come here, my scissors are trying to run. So it doesn't take that long to make. You can do any kind of pattern that you like when you look at different beads, just like come on, I don't want to cut it on my knot and screw up and have to redo it, or my headband to fall apart on camera. That would suck. Alright, now for the trying it on for the first time. Oh my god. And it just looks all sparkly and cute, or when you wear it as a true headband, where I put my hair under it. And you know, it's very dressy and elegant and pretty and different and very easy and inexpensive and comfortable. So lightweight, easy. My bangs want to be difficult just because today. And it's comfortable. I don't really feel it pressing or constricting, so I like that. And there you go. And it adds some sparkle to my look. It can be dressy. You can wear it with something formal, or you could dress up a casual outfit like jeans and a black tee with something cool in it, you know, with a nicer looking headband, and dress it up. So very simple, very easy, and very fun to create your own and add your own style and flair. So that's how to do it, and this is a do-it-yourself headband. Hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free to like, subscribe, share, and if you have any questions or requests, do feel free.